Hey, how are you? Got a video here on setting up your insurance agency's website. Why is it important? How does it work? And the benefits of having your website set up properly to grow your agency. So as always, my number one mission here is to bring more value to the insurance industry than anyone else by giving out all my best advice, my best content, my best tips. So that's what I'm going to do here today when it comes to websites, and let's dive into it. All right, so what does a website do for your agency? That's the best, number one question. How can you get more leads from it too? So what it does is it brings credibility to your agency. Maybe it's not the number one driving leads, but it does bring credibility. Like if somebody ever wants to know who it is that's cold calling them, you can always say, go check out our site real quick, or they can look you up. It's just a good way to verify you are legit, and it's super important. So if you don't, that's number one reason. Like if you don't have a website, you're missing out and you might look sketchy. So don't look sketchy, look credible, and it's all about selling trust in this business, as I always say. So having a solid website is super important. And then going into my next point there, how should you set up your website? A lot of people ask me the same question. I think the most important thing is to look within in your vision of your agency. Like, where do you plan on taking this? What vibe do you want, or who's your target market? Like, super important things you need to ask yourself early on. Are you going after the high net worth individuals? Are you going after volume, just trying to get as many deals as possible? Are you kind of somewhere in between where you kind of find, cheap, better prices, but you're also hitting some of those higher net worth individuals? Because the style of your website should really portray the vibe that you're trying to give off. Like if you're going for high net worth, you really want it to be a clean, professional website. You don't want to have get quick rates and whatnot. It's more about the quality of the product. Versus if you're going for volume, you really want to just highlight pricing, and you really want to go for better rates and kind of like the Lemonade, if you're familiar with Lemonade style. Or if you somewhere in between. Like I really believe in the local independent agency that's competitive, that tailors to high net worth individuals and advises, and also meanwhile is helping the middle class save money with our products that we really, really believe in. And it's kind of like got that local, if you look closely there, you can see it's like a beach. We live in like a beach city here in SoCal, and that's kind of the vibe that we're kind of going after, that middle kind of market, the middle class, higher net worth, and also helping people save. So that's that. Make sure you know what the vibe is that you're trying to give off with your website. Next, how do you use it? A lot of agencies out there do a ton of Facebook ads, Google ads, that drives people back to their site, and it's super important. We don't do a ton of this, just to be completely transparent. I don't get a lot of leads from my website. I get a lot from referrals and other sources, but if we were, I have it set up in a way that it is kind of the same direction that other people do. The call now button, being able to have a one button click, like calling right away, make it super, super low resistance for the customer to click on your site, get a quote, and call you right away. Like those are the two things you want. And then so they get a free quote form, like being able to type in their name, what type of insurance, phone number, best time to call, like super quick, 4 questions, easy to contact, and low resistance. It's all tailored that way in a specific reason. It turned off, but you want to make sure that's at the top. So if that's just straight out the bat, if they want to get into deeper, like about us, checking into homeowners, auto, like you have those tabs open as well. So go check out my website, adelfiainsurance.com. You can check out how I have mine structured. It's not perfect, but I believe the psychological structure of it is headed in the right direction. Keep it simple. Hablamos español. These are the companies we represent. Get a quote. Call us now. Simple stuff. Don't make it make it low resistance. You want to make it as low resistance as possible. So those are the main things. Excuse me. Main things you want for your website. Excuse me. I got something going on here in the throat, but just make sure that it's communicating whatever it is you want to communicate. Put a little bit of story behind it too. People like to hear stories. Like, you're not just in business to make money and to help sell insurance, but like, why did you set it up? Like, you know, mine comes from my grandfather moving from, you know, Italy during World War II, came to the US with a little bit of money in a suitcase, and that's all he came with to live out the American dream. And this, you know, our name Adelfia Insurance is named after the small town in southern Italy, Adelfia. If you look it up on a map, it's down by like the heel. Italy's like a boot, and Adelfia is like the little city that looks like it's by the heel. So I'm telling a little bit of story behind it, and that's a good place to do that too. So that's pretty much all I got. If that brings any value to you guys, please give us a like, please subscribe, ring the bell. Also go to chriscostantini.com. I'm doing the half off on the consulting calls until the end of February, so take advantage of it. It's going to end soon. So that's all I got. I hope that does help, and if there are any comments, please drop them below. Like I say, guys, like, the comments, they just keep me going. It makes me feel good about, you know, helping out and like knowing that other people are getting some value from this. So if you do get any value, one more thing I will ask is, like, if you can share this with somebody else in the insurance industry that might have benefit on growing their insurance agency, then please share it. You know, put it out there and help me out as I continue to try to my mission to reach more people in the insurance industry than anyone else and bring more value than anyone else. I'm here to help. I will see you guys at the top. Hopefully this does help in a little way if you needed that. So that's all I got. We'll see you guys at the top. See you soon. Peace.